Okay. The director of parish music is is the person who is in charge of music for the entire parish. The idea has historical grounding. People like Johann Sebastian Bach and others of that time were the directors of parish music of their churches, and that's continued on in the Lutheran Church Missouri Synod in a lot of churches that have either, if they have schools, they have teachers who have been doing this, or without schools, they have either a full-time or a part-time person who's responsible for the music. Well, a director of parish music in the congregation would do any one of a number of things, and probably needs to be fairly broadly based. Keyboard skills are very important. Piano or organ. Most of the time, organ is really the instrument that people are going to want to use. Choral conducting for the various choral groups. Some instrumental conducting if there are instruments that are in the congregation. And some knowledge of contemporary music, of what things would be appropriate. Some congregations have a contemporary service, some don't. And so being flexible that way. But I think the biggest thing is having a keyboard background and being able to handle a number of things in music. In church music, I think the relationships are very important. They're important in any of the vocations, any of the church work vocations, but especially in music, because I think that there's always the opportunity for someone to have hurt feelings, or someone to feel that they didn't get asked to do this, or they'd like to do this, or this or that. And I think so it's always important to build relationships. You need to build relationships among the staff, which includes the pastor and other church workers. And you need to build relationships in the congregation that are supportive, mutually supportive, but then also give you the ability to be a good leader too, not just a follower. Yeah, my greatest joy here at Concordia is playing for chapel. That is the thing and that ends up being 3-4 days a week that I'm involved, and sometimes more. Chapel is every day. I think there's no greater joy than being able to lead the congregation in their singing, being able to help them, not just what I'm playing, and so it's not just about me. On Sundays at church, I have a little different role. I'm not always playing, but I'm directing the choir, and they're helping the congregation to find its voice in singing, and to introduce not only some new things, but to reinforce things that they already know or should have in their background.